Imagine you are traveling to a different country and you're losing 2 of your credit cards in just 2 days. You actually have a second credit card just as a backup in case something happens with the first. Is that actually possible? And yes, that happened to me. And I will tell you in this video what you can do when you lose or your credit cards got stolen. What can you do if even money from your account got stolen? And I will tell you the story. So stick around. Hey and welcome to my channel, I'm Daniel, and for the last 4.5 years I was traveling around the world. 2 years in Canada, 1.5 years in Australia and 1 year in New Zealand. And while I was traveling from Australia back to Germany, where I am right now, I was traveling through Bali, Indonesia. And I lost 2 of my credit cards in just 2 days. And I was sometimes thinking about myself, how stupid can I be? But I want that it never happens to you, and this is why I'm telling you the story today. The difference between the Western countries like Germany, Canada, Australia and New Zealand is when you go to an ATM, we are by the system forced that we have to take our credit card or our money card first and then the money comes out. So in that case, you normally don't lose your card because you have to take it first. But if you go to an Asian country, like even in Thailand, Indonesia or China, and I was talking to a couple of people that traveled to China, they had the same problem. They went to the ATM, they took out the money and wasn't thinking about the bank card, because in a lot of cases the ATM has even some stuff on the screen which is basically a question of, do you want to do another transaction? And you just walk because you're in your mind doing something else. And this is basically what happened while I was in Bali. So I'm honest with you, I was meeting up with 2 girls for dinner and I just needed money, so I went to the ATM, took out the money, the cash, took it in my wallet and I just walked away. And I was not even thinking once about my credit card because I had my money, everything was fine. 2 days later, I was buying a guitar in Bali because I needed the guitar again. I wasn't playing for a couple of times. But anyway, I bought that guitar and obviously I didn't have money left, so I needed more money to pay the taxi. The driver took me to an ATM and on the ATM I realized, where's my credit card? Where's my credit? That was my German credit card. Where is my credit card? And I couldn't find it and I wasn't even thinking about the ATM still. So I took out my Canadian credit card, which is my second one, and I took out the money and I ran to the taxi driver, gave him his money and I was looking into the taxi because I was thinking maybe I lost the credit card just recently, maybe in the taxi, but I couldn't find it. So he drove away and I was walking. In my mind, I was just thinking and circling around the first credit card. Where did I left the first credit card? And you guessed it, after 10 minutes I realized, wait a minute, let me check my wallet again for the first credit card. Where is my second credit card? And in this moment I realized what happened, that I lost the credit cards, both of them on the ATM because I didn't took the card out of the ATM. Because I was so used for years to always take my card and then my money that I don't even think about it. I ran back to the ATM, obviously my card wasn't there. I was there on a weekend, so the banks are closed. I couldn't call them until Monday morning. And now I was in the position I don't have enough time to send a new card to me where I am right now in Indonesia, and I wanted to still travel until I'm going back to Germany. So I was kind of playing to not block my card until Monday to figure out if the cards are maybe both of them still in the ATMs. And that was a risk, and I would never suggest that you do that again. Because when you do this and somebody has your card, they can use your card, even if they don't have the PIN, they can use the card with the code on the back to buy something online. They can maybe use it in a store where you only have to sign with your sign, or they can use it with the new tap system. So be careful. The first thing you have to do when your card gets stolen, block it. Write down the number for blocking the card from your institute, from your bank, before you even travel. Maybe even put all the documents who are important, like your visa, maybe your passport as a copy, and your blocking number into an email that you can send yourself, so you can always access your email from everywhere in the world. And if you have a Dropbox or something, or a cloud, iCloud or Google Drive, you can even put those documents onto the cloud. So on Monday I found out when I was calling the banks that the simple banks, they just destroy the card immediately. So I couldn't figure out if the card was in or not. And the second one was a bigger bank. They actually keep the cards, but when I called them, they couldn't find my card. So in both cases, I had no idea where my card was. I immediately blocked everything and I went to my online banking to figure out if there was any transaction happening. And in that moment, because it was still just the beginning of the weekend, nothing was in my online banking. I thought everything was fine. But 3 days later, when I was going back to my online banking, I saw 5 transactions with around 195 euros. So in a total of 1,000 euros was gone from my account. The lucky thing in my case now was that because those 5 transactions were already shady, also the names and everything, and they used it online, even my own bank realized something was wrong, but they still took the money off, so the money was gone. I had to contact my bank, and there was a form that I had to where I basically had to explain everything what happened. And in this case, it's very important that you are not like losing your card on purpose or even take the PIN with your card, because in this case, they maybe will never give you the money back, because then they can say it was your fault. But in this case, I was lucky. It took 3 weeks and then I got the money back to my account and was very, very happy. If you are in a situation like this and you're standing maybe in Indonesia, oh my God, it's now starting to rain. If you're maybe in Indonesia or in Canada, there's a couple of things that you can do. Let's say you are in Canada. There are 2 options how you can send yourself money. In my case, I had a friend there. She could just borrow me money. I could transfer money online to her and everything was fine. In Thailand, I even had another friend coming there, so I could send my card back home and she took the card with her to me to bring it to her. But you can, if you are longer on a place, you can send your new card to this place so that you can get your card there. The banks have like a security package. In German we call that Notfallpaket. Security package, which basically means you will get a printed card as fast in like 48 hours and also money. The card is a credit card that you can use online, but it doesn't have a chip. You can't use it to take out money. That's why you also need the secure money package. Another option that you have if you don't have any money, don't panic. There are 2 services. One is called Western Union and the other one is called MoneyGram. And you can send from your online banking money to them and you can go to the next shop and just take the money there. It usually takes around 24 hours maximum and then you have your money. If you can't access your online banking, you can ask a friend or your family if they can send you something. So this was my story when I was in Indonesia, Bali. I hope you can take out something out of this story, that you are not so stupid like me, that you can take care of your card and your money when you're on ATM. Just take them both, always. Remind yourself and don't be as stupid as me when you are thinking about something else. I hope you liked this video. If yes, give me a thumbs up and we see us in the next video. I'm Daniel. Hit the bell. Bye.